Yeah.
Alright.
It happened.
So perhaps the biggest emotional moment in lighting is LED lighting. This is different from tungsten because it uses a lot less energy, uses between 85 and 90% less energy, so it's more efficient. Because it's not actually burning anything, it's a chemical reaction within the light, so that's why it uses less energy. It then creates less heat, which means that theatres can be more comfortable. You also have a more variety in the wash of the colours. So this is a good example because you have a variety of different colours within the light. This means that you can save time and money with gel. They're easy to tour with as well. This is because you don't need a separate light for each different colour, and so you can use multiple lights for multiple purposes. Not all of them are lighter, like movers are a lot heavier than normal generic lights. The new innovation, which hasn't really been kind of put into production yet, is plasma. This uses 0.5 to 0.1% of the power of an LED, so it's minutely more efficient, majorly more efficient than tungsten bulb. The technology hasn't really been properly developed yet, so it's not really, scientists and technicians aren't really sure how it's going to be used within the theatre world. Something for the future. Wireless DMX. This is wireless DMX receiver. It's used by companies mainly in theatre to light bits of set that's on stage, so you don't have to run cables along onto the stage. We just move the set around back to worry about the cables. It also means put lights on set for practicals. The technology is still being developed. It's still quite expensive. I think one of these boxes is about 300 quid, 400 quid. Obviously you'll need, only one receiver can do a certain amount of lights. Yes. Colour scrollers. These are for gels. It means they're controlled by DMX. They are able, you can hold up to 14 different types of gel, different colour gel. It means that you don't have to use multiple different lights for different coloured gels. It means you save money on money and space on different lights. They're mainly used in profiles on 1 and 2Ks. Yeah, that's basically it. Types of show, okay. So, the types of mainstream shows changed within the past 50 years. Many people think of shows as being musicals. Back in kind of Victorian era, we had straight shows, which musicals and kind of drama-y stuff. But places now, you kind of have to, your programme for your theatre has to be in sync with the rest of your community. So like here at Fairfield, we have Rima, which is a very popular regular event on a Sunday. Obviously it's to do with the community here. We have a very kind of black religious community in Croydon, and that's what that church is like a gospel church. That is what we have to cater for. Likewise, you look at the Indian events. Indian events are also very popular. We always sell out Indian events, and that is because we have a very diverse. Croydon is a very diverse borough, so a lot of theatres have to program their shows around that in order to gain the most money. And it is a community arts theatre. Play shows that maybe appeal to a normal white audience here, like I don't know, Murder Mystery or like I don't know, Agatha Christie. They're not as popular because because that is diversity of the borough. All right. So this is the new stage now. Much like LEDs, we now have developing trends within the flying system. We have automated flies, which can be which are mainly designed so that they can be controlled by a DSM, saving money on stage crew. It also means that in bigger theatres, like the Opera House, it can do a lot more set and scenery with it, and do a lot faster cues. That bars can take a lot more set and a lot more punishment than, say, our normal counterweights, because there's less. Because with rope, you need to check the rope more regularly, as opposed to with hydraulics not really needing to. Hydraulic stages, they've been around a fair while, since kind of the Victorian era. This is the principle of moving a stage up and down to move set and scenery around. It's only fairly recently that we've been incorporating it into kind of shows more. Like, again, back at the Opera House, the floor is on hydraulics so that you can move the set around, have 5 or 6 different shows in. You have the carousel, which moves all of the set and scenery around. Make it obviously easy. You can do a lot quicker turnarounds. You can do a turnaround in a couple of hours at the Opera House, mainly on the basis that you can just drop the floor down and move it all around and then start the show. Sound. Sound is currently undergoing an overhaul from analog to digital desks. You can do more things with a digital desk. You can add in more effects like reverb, and you can have a lot more channels on a smaller size desk. There is scope with the new technologies coming in to connect your iPad or laptop to the desk and walk around the auditorium to be able to do the sound check. This means you can get a better feel for the venue, and you don't have to be stationed at your desk all the time to be able to do it. You don't have to have a big desk for the amount of channels you have. You can have it on different pages, to split through the pages to do your sound faders. We saw at Plaza in Leeds, well, actually both plazas, but in particular Plaza Leeds, both at White Light and Stage Electrics are now showcasing their new moving speakers. This is for enhanced sound effects and live performances. They